the lights go down, something happens up there in a big screen. It doesn't happen on DVDs. You have to be in a theater that all of a sudden you're transported and you get to wear somebody else's shoes for 2 hours. Enzian began almost 30 years ago. I wasn't here, obviously, but I don't think it was an instant hit, but it started to catch on, and it was very different than it is now. It was a kind of a retro theater. We ran classic films. The first film we ran was Broken Blossoms with Lillian Gish. She was here for the opening, and it wasn't until a couple of years later when all of a sudden we started to really get familiar with the independent film movement, and we started to become who we are now.
Enzian has really developed this big, strong personality, and our patrons have grown. We've got, I think, 1,200 members now, and just as the community embraces us and as we're able to create more for the community, the whole thing is sort of, I guess, rounded out into this, big, beautiful, almost 30-year-old Enzian theater.
What makes this theater unique in comparison to others is that there are no others like this place. There are great theaters around the country. When we have movie stars and directors come, they all tell us that we really are something that doesn't exist as we are around the country. But what really makes it different from other theaters that people are familiar with is we are very much involved in the art of screening and viewing films. Normally when you go to a theater, it's like going to a fast food restaurant or going to a bathroom. You go in, you do your business, you get out, you feel better for it, but that's about all you get. They serve you. We create an experience. This is a place where you can come early, have some wine, sit down, have a great dinner, watch a great film, and then go outside and talk about it, and you never have left. You don't go to dinner here, watch a movie there, and go have a drink over there. You're here at Enzian.
We tell our special guests whenever they come that we have the best audience. We have the absolute best audience because when the lights come up afterwards, everyone's just sitting there so happy and so drawn into the experience. Everything from having, comfy couches and comfy chairs and, a beer and a popcorn while you're watching the movie, to just knowing that you're surrounded by people that are at Enzian because they want to see independent film, they want to see something new, they want to see something interesting, and they, care more than just buying a ticket, going in, watching it, leaving, and being done with the whole experience.
We very much want Enzian not only to be the place where parents bring their kids and they come see classic movies and we have great independent. We want this to be the hangout for you guys who just love to talk film. If a film starts at 6:30, you come at 5. You can sit at Eden, and have your friends and have, some hors d'oeuvres or have wine or have, coffee or whatever. Then you come and you watch a film with a whole bunch of people who are really happy to be here. And when it's over, you all go back there.
It was a pretty natural progression from where we were before Eden Bar to where we are now. We just made it a little more comfortable for everybody that wanted to hang out afterwards and talk.
When you come to Enzian, you're going to see a wonderful film. You're going to be entertained. Even a flawed film at Enzian is better than any movie you would see elsewhere. The most rewarding experience for me happens every week at Enzian. So I will give you the one that happened Sunday. We were showing Howl's Moving Castle. This young woman, came up to me afterwards to thank me for running this movie. And I said, great, isn't it great? Doesn't it look beautiful up on the big screen? And she said, well, it's really special for me because I'm blind. And she was legally blind. And she says, I have seen this movie over and over again for a long time, and all I saw was blurs and stuff because I always watched it on a TV set. Sitting in the second row and looking up at the big screen, I saw this movie for the first time. Enzian is a never-ending place where affection, that word is very important. The affection that the theater throws out, it comes right back as people are moving out.
I think the way that people become invested in this place is very impressive and very touching.
For a while, and it's natural, it was a bunch of individuals who love movies wanting to show movies. And our evolution really took real root when we started to realize how much the audience also loves movies, and we make sure that everybody is touched by the movie, and that emotion spreads throughout the theater.
Enzian has this ability to sort of inspire love of film in people, even if it's someone who's not particularly a film buff.
When you are here and the lights go up, you are at Enzian. And Enzian is a place that not only do you feel affection because you're watching a great movie, but we are a theater that takes care of your kids. It shows you classics. It has events for you. It has Mother's Day. So when you come here, it's not like you're going to McDonald's, you get your hamburger and you get out. You're coming here to a place that's invested in your family and your community, and you have affection for it.